I'd like to bring to order Austintown Township meeting for March 14th, 2022 at 6 p.m. Will you please stand for the pledge of allegiance? Take your hats off, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mrs. Seaver? Here. Mr. Kent?
Here.
Mr. Stanton?
Here. Brief introduction. Jim Henshaw is our Senior Center Director. Todd Schaefer is our Park Supervisor. Chief Andy Frost is our Fire Chief. Chief Bob Gavalier is our Police Chief. Darren Cavelli is our Zoning Inspector. Mike Dockery is our Road Superintendent / Administrator. Lori Wolf is our Fiscal Officer. To my right, Monica Devers, Trustee. To my left, Robert Santos, Trustee. And I am Steve Kent, Trustee. Motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of February 28th, 2022. So moved.
Second. Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Right now we're going to break from our normal meeting and our meeting, but we have a presentation given by the representative of the Eagles. Bob? Good one. Yeah,
Hello, everybody. We're from the Fraternal Order of the Eagles in Austintown on Raccoon Road. I'm President Bob Marshall. This is a good friend and trustee, Ron Hafke. And we have another trustee also here too, which is Todd Schaefer over there. And what we try to do every year, with our account, we're able to donate money to our community. And every year, like clockwork, we give what we feel is most important to this community, which is the police department and the fire department. Andy Frost and Bob Gavalier. And also we want to add, also this year, the park department with Todd Schaefer. We feel they're all good causes, and you can't really have a township without, the police and the fire department. So we are going to give $1,000 to both the police and the fire, and $500 towards the park department for Todd Schaefer there. And do you want us to come to you, or do you want us to come to us? Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Schaefer? Sure. Thank you very much. Let's do a picture.
Yeah.
Let's get a picture. Ron.
Mr. Hudson.
Oh. Jump on the Eagles. Photo bomb it. Top of the one. We're good. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. That's very nice.
Well, trust me, with the police department, with our fire alarm, our alarm went off all the time.
And Bob, this is number 2 for you, by the way.
Oh, is it?
No,
Number 2 what?
meeting.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was my second offense.
No, you're cut. All right. Is Monica?
I'm Monica, yes.
Did you want to come up and just state your name and your address?
Yes, my name is Monica Canano. I live in Boardman, Ohio, 792 Vonley Lane, and I lived there for about a little over 10 years. So,
What are you here to present us?
well, I came to here to ask for permission to host a 5K race that I work for Back the Garden Company, and I wanted to help raise money to give back to the community. And sorry.
That's okay, you're good.
We're just right now just looking for a location
Okay.
of where to run, and we just thought of the Austintown Park because it's I think is one of the beautiful places, you know, one of the really nice parks. I've seen a lot of runners go there, so.
Todd, you got anything? Can we do that?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
And then what date would you,
We would like to have it on August 13th, Saturday, at, the party will start at 7, you know, just to set up everything, and the race will probably start at 9,
okay.
and I'm guessing a ballpark will be finished like around 1 o'clock.
And all the proceeds go to,
Yeah, we picked 3 places, and Rehab Ministry, Mahoney Valley Right to Life, and we pick a worldwide ministry, Pastor Joshua John, and he, you know, he's a gospel, he goes to Brazil and everything, and share and help people, you know, to bring them to Jesus and everything.
yeah.
I'll move for that motion for that. I agree.
Second. Mr. Stanton?
Yes.
Ms. Seaver?
Yes,
Mr. Kennis?
Yes. Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
thank you.
I just have one more question. Do I need to call for permit or anything? Or, you know,
No,
No?
don't need a permit for 5K. No.
okay, and then I'll.
No, if you want to stay for a few minutes after or contact us later,
Okay,
because we don't know if we need the Stacy Pavilion or not.
Right.
We just want to make sure that,
okay, I just know that every city is different, because like when I did a 5K in Poland,
yeah.
you know, I just wanted to make sure everything's up to speed. No surprises. We just wanted-
Right. No.
Okay.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
But if you want to find out if we need the pavilion or not, just let us know.
Okay.
and-
Thank you.
Whatever you need from us.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
And whatever you need from us too, so.
Thank you.
Thank you. Administrator report. Mike?
To refer you to A, under new business, the resolution you have with your agenda was one that was put together by the Untitled Township Association as far as that was their recommendation to authorize the expenditure of the American Rescue Plan Act funds. And this resolution is put together for basically for the general revenue provision of the American Plan Act funds, whereby your first $10 million, you can spend it just on your general operating expenses, so you don't have to state a specific reason, you don't have to comply with some of their specific requirements, because the first $10 million you can spend on just your general necessary operating expenses. So that's the resolution you have with the agenda.
Anything else?
No,
Road department. Nothing there?
no, nothing there.
How was our roads over the rainstorm and snow?
Well, Saturday morning, we were out for about 3 to 7 putting down salt, and then Sunday, we were out a little bit later, I think, probably around 10 to 2, putting down salt.
Any major issues on water that we retained?
Last Monday, no major issues. We had some individual people, of course, that called us, and Darren and I have a meeting with the county engineer to go out and look at some of these properties where people complained of water, to either recommend what we think they can do or just to look at it to see what can be done either by us or the county engineer. I will tell you that 2 things that I saw lead me to believe that due to the ground being saturated, I don't believe there was a lot of absorption of water being done by the ground, because there seemed to be a lot of sheet flow. And we had 1 point, I think, 7 inches the airport reported for Monday, which over that period of time, it can be a lot of water, but I don't think a lot of it was being absorbed by the ground. But anyways, some of you may know that Northwest was closed because the amount of water on Northwest coming out of that ditch was the widest I've ever seen it. I also looked at the main drainage ditch that comes out of our detention basin and runs southeast towards Kirk Road, and that water was out of its ditch too, and I haven't seen that since the detention's put in. I haven't seen water out of the ditch either, between the detentions and Kirk Road. And I know someone mentioned to me a retention basin they hadn't seen with so much water in since they've been living, in an area. So there was a lot of what I think was sheet flow going on so yes, it did cause some problems, and we're still in the process of getting back to people with, I guess, our final information to them, let's just say, as to whether we can do anything, the county engineer, or what they should do.
Awesome, thank you. Chief Kent?
I just have a couple things to add to the report. First of all, I want to thank the Eagles. Every year they donate the money to the police and fire. And we used the money last time, I think, for the K-9 unit. And again, I want to thank you guys. They used to have us go to the Eagles on their, is it yearly meeting, Bob?
Yes.
And invite us there, give us the checks there. I kind of like that better because they would buy me a drink while I was there. The second thing I like to add on is in 2021, our use of force analysis is done for the year 2021. It's very comprehensive with, say, sex, subject's actions, the officer's actions, but I just touched base with you instead of giving a real thick report. In 2021, we had 634 arrests, and most of the categories leading arrests was domestic violence, drug offenses, OBIs, thefts, warrants, and weapons offenses. But that's all I have.
Thank you. Chief Ross?
No, just again to the Eagles, thank you so much. These guys do so much for us. It's an incredible organization. Last year, and actually the last couple of years, we bought AEDs with them.
Oh.
So they truly are making a difference in the stuff that we're buying. And everything that we're buying is out on the streets and being used. So again, thank you guys. Just a report on February's call volume. We had 366 calls for service. 7 structure fires, 273 EMS calls, 65 calls for service, and 14 false alarms. So everything's doing well. So,
Everybody's healthy?
yes. Yeah, we have a little flu going through the folks, but it's okay. We're getting better.
How's how's the situation with the ambulances being left at St. Elizabeth? Are they getting faster?
It actually is just getting a little bit better. Definitely, we're not seeing the horrific problems that we had. There's still some issues, but St. E's is stepping up, doing a lot. The call volume going down there with COVID has helped. We still have some things that we're trying to work out with them, but we appreciate them listening.
Awesome.
Mr. Cavelli?
I would ask the board to declare the following nuisance, the following properties public nuisance on Ohio Vice Stroke 5.87. 850 to 1005 Compass West, the dumpsters overflowing, they've got a litter problem along the northwest property line, really north of the entrance coming off South Litchfield. For whatever reason, the dumpsters to the south of that entrance were all dumped today, but the ones north of it, none of them were, and if they're dumping them once a week, they need to dump them twice a week. If they're dumping them twice a week, they need to dump them 3 times a week, or they need to put more in there. I mean, it was a mess. I have pictures of it. 3901 Crum Road, that's a vacant house, miscellaneous items, dumping debris. I partially cleaned that the other day, Friday, I think, because I was worried about rats. We got rid of the raw garbage, but this is all the stuff that needs to be removed, but doesn't necessarily attract rats. 2206 Penny Lane, a object occurred in a refrigerator at the garage door. 2444 Red Gate, junk and debris along the front of the home. 2500 Red Gate, a wealth of junk and debris in front of the home. And 5074 East Rockwell Road, junk and debris occurred. I actually cleaned that.
So moved.
Second. Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I have for the board.
What's, how are we looking at Chick-fil-A and any news on the lighter
No, as I've said before, when we first met with Myers, we required a traffic study for Myers, and there will be a light, and the Chick-fil-A entrance is where the Myers entrance will be, and that's where the future light will be. And in the conversations with Chick-fil-A, we told them that, and we were somewhat surprised that they moved forward. I know they talked to Myers, they were very confident that they think Myers is coming. But that's when the light will come with Myers. Now, if Myers doesn't happen, that entrance, the main Chick-fil-A entrance will still be the main entrance to the northerly property where the old school was. If that should be subdivided, we will limit the curb cuts, we'll probably prohibit the curb cuts, and just allow the future curb cut to line up with the Chick-fil-A, and then require easements. But as that would fill up with other tenants, it would probably trigger enough traffic to support a traffic signal. I think the whole fact that Chick-fil-A is coming, they obviously believe Myers is coming. Myers isn't really talking to us. You know, we were the first one in this region to approve them. This is a new region for them. When they came to us in 2016, they said their closest store was Canton, Ohio, and that store is not part of this region. And we were the first one to approve them, and they said they didn't want the Austintown store to sit out here by itself. They'd like to have 5 stores in the region. Well, now they got Boardman, they're gonna have Niles, they got Stowe, they got Seven Hills, and there's another one north of us. Niles is actually the 5th, so I think hopefully we would be the 6th, but I'm not banking on it. But everything there is approved except the stormwater. But I think the fact that Chick-fil-A, they were in communication with Myers, at least the engineers were.
Yeah, I didn't know if they talked to you or not about it, or...
No, Myers is, I'm working with them right now to get the swale on the west side redefined, because some of the businesses over there are getting hit with water, and the swale just needs to be redefined. And I met with the representative from Enviroscapes, who maintains that property for them, and they're in the process of getting a contractor over there. But I wish Myers would be a little bit more upfront with us. At least give us, tell us 2022, 2023, or tell us we're putting the property through. So, but I think the fact that 15 acres there is own commercial, it's not for sale. And they were quoted a couple of years ago in the Warren Tribune as saying they do not buy properties and improve properties, not to develop them. So. Always I would ask was when the Chick-fil-A opens, everybody just needs to use good common sense, pay attention to the road. And if you can't get in, you can't get in. You don't have to have a chicken sandwich on the first day. It's not. But really, they designed that site. The field superintendent told me that is their second largest site. They only have one other design that's larger than that. They designed that specifically for Austintown. And as I've told people, the drive-through will hold 44 cars from the window back to the entrance of the drive-through, another 4 after you leave the drive-through. And then those stacking lanes will hold about another 15 cars. So you got about 70, 72, 73 cars that can stack. And then that parking lot, there's a total of 90 spaces on the site, but you'll take the left lane into the parking lot if you want to dine in or you want to pick up. And when you do that, you will not be interfering or have to worry about the drive-through traffic. You'll be completely separate from it. It really is being designed. It's a very large site, and I think that's specific for Austintown. And, and obviously Chick-fil-A is dependent or invested there because they believe Myers is coming. So we'll wait and see. I think the only mistake Chick-fil-A made, they should have been here 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. It is a big site, though.
I just want to say this, too. If I had a magic wand, Chick-fil-A wouldn't be there. They would be over on the real supply property on the east end of Mahoney. And Starbucks would be over at the old Chicketti's, Michelangelo's property.
Perfect.
I wish somehow I could make that happen, but it's a free market. And maybe we need to work hard to make the east end of Mahoney as attractive as the west end. Because I'd really like to see that sort of investment over there. I think Chick-fil-A would have done just as well east of 4 Mile than what they're going to do here.
Right.
Well.
I agree with you.
So.
Senior Center. Oh, sorry, Park. Sorry, Todd.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Austintown Eagles for their donation towards our concert series this summer. I have a few meetings this week and a couple more potential businesses to be sponsors. All the bands are booked, so as far as that goes, we are ready for our full season of concerts. Tennis nets are up, the school has been out practicing. I haven't seen any residents out practicing yet, but the school is using the tennis courts. So if anybody's ready to play tennis, we're up and ready to go. And that's all I have this week.
Splash pad's not open.
Pardon me?
Splash pad's not open.
No, splash pad's not open.
Nice. Give it time.
We're not that warm.
All right, Mr. Angel, sorry about that.
Okay, couple things. First off, our sewing group, as I've been mentioned before, has been doing a landmark job in making the mastectomy pillows for the Joni Abdu Center and someplace, one other place too. On 27 News the other day, they said they made 500, and actually they've made more than 1,000 of those so far. It's become a real industry. We're still looking for fiber fill and colorful cotton fabric to be donated, so if anybody has any of that, bring it on over. We'll make nice little fluffy pillows out of them. We're getting all excited because Thursday's St. Patrick's Day, and we always have a big St. Patrick's Day party at the senior center. Usually a good-sized crowd. Everybody wears green, or something like green. And it's sort of a harbinger to spring, which is only 6 days away.
Yep.
We got a little taste today, I think. And we're also looking forward to spring because all our snowbirds come back and our population goes up about 25%.
You got a computer class coming up too as well?
The what?
A computer class coming up?
I'd have to check the schedule. She has them usually every month.
Yeah, it was on Facebook.
Yeah, it was on Facebook.
Oh, it was, okay.
Question you.
Yes.
21st and 22nd.
There you go, 21st and 22nd. Laura?
I just have my reports and I'm gonna meet with the department heads tomorrow to go over budgets. So we know where we'll be hopefully at the end of the year.
Sounds great. Awesome. All right, motion to accept February's report submitted to the board for review. Fund status, revenue status, and appropriation status.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Mr. Santo?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
All right, under new business, what Mr. Dockery talked about earlier in the meeting about motion to approve the authorizing expenditures for the American Rescue Plan Act funds as noted per attached. And that's what Mike talked about earlier.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Mr. Santo?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Be a motion to appoint two candidates to the Mahoney County Tax Incentive Revenue Council, TRIC, to attend the annual meeting being held Friday, March 18th in the conference room of the Commissioner's Office, 21 West Boardman Street, second floor, downtown Youngstown, Ohio, at 9 a.m. A motion, Mr. Santos and Mr. Dockery to attend that meeting.
I'll second that.
Second.
I'll second that.
Mr. Santo?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Kent?
Yes. All right. At this part of our meeting, we let the public come up and talk for a couple minutes if they'd like. If you can do it two phases, one on camera or on the other side is off camera. Does anybody want to do it on camera while we have everything rolling? Come on up.
You can come too. First of all, I do have a slight complaint. I live on Idaho Road. The red light at Idaho New Road, there's a tree about this high. If it gets any bigger, we're not gonna be able to see around it.
Okay.
It's growing out on the sidewalk.
I'm Don White, the commander of the DAV. We changed the flags on Mahoney Avenue Bridge. We tightened up a few of that. Next month, we'll be changing all of them. So then we're gonna do a proper retirement form. Bob will talk about that shortly.
Thank you.
Anytime. Well, we're gonna have a fire basically to retire, so. I have 3 magnets. We get all our stuff from the Mahoney County Veteran Services for the bridges, the flags, the tie downs, everything. If you ever see them getting loose or anything, give them a call. Or if the flags are ripped, they'll get hold of us, and they do it for the Route 46 too. So if we don't see it and you do, give us a call, we can get it done.
And that's the 330-740-2450 number?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
and they're down in the Old South Side Hospital.
Old Oak Hill, yep,
So
perfect.
they're the ones that take care of all the bridges with the flags.
Awesome. That's great information, Don, thank you.
Thank you.
There you go.
But last time we were here, we told you what we do to help veterans. Just this year, since January, we have lent out 12 wheelchairs. If anybody's got an electric wheelchair or scooter they don't want, give us a call. I got a call today, I need 3 scooters and I have none. But, and another thing we want to do is let you know, we don't just do things for veterans. We donated $200 to Smith's Corners Church because they give out a free breakfast twice, or the second Saturday every month. So, and it still falls under our veterans because they serve a lot of veterans there. We also donated $250 to New Life Church in Poland on 5 Points. Because every month we get 47 bags of groceries that we deliver to shut-in people, which we'll be doing this week. Also, we donated $250 to the Austintown band parents. And on the 18th, the 26th of this month, we'll be down at Charlie's Restaurant. We're giving out $150 gift cards to my store to veterans. And they have to show some kind of ID or DD-214. So, you know, I guess I'm going to talk about burning flags. I would like to meet the fire chief afterwards.
Is there a limit for the gift cards?
Once they're
gone.
First come, first served.
Gotcha.
It's going to be from 10 to 12, 2 or something, or hopefully 10 to 12, we're out of there.
We've gotten word out through the VA clinic, the county, everything else, and we don't really expect them to take that long to get rid of 100 cars, to be honest with you.
Yeah. We've got probably 15 big garbage bags of flags to burn. Mainly from Handyman. They suggested we put a couple barrels out right behind Marco's Pizza, where there's no blacktop. We'd like to have a ceremony there. We'd also like to have a fire truck there just in case. I know, I'm an old volunteer fireman for Rogers, so we like to play, we got a bunch of things.
So is there any reason why you want to do it in the parking lot, or they just offered that?
They just offered that, plus we really don't have any place else to do it.
How many folks do you plan on being there?
Actually, we're hoping to get quite a few. We're gonna have the Boy Scouts there to help do the ceremony, because do you want to talk about the ceremony? Because I don't know about it. One thing though, quite a little bit, because of the weather, and we're not like the Eagles, we don't have a lot of money.
Wait a minute. We don't either, we just give it away.
Well, we haven't been able to do anything because of the weather. The main thing we do is, we usually set out at Walmart's and get donations. For the last 2 years, we haven't been able to do that. So we're just out of Handyman's, and it's too cold to be sitting out there now. So in case, if anybody wants it, I got 50 raffle tickets up here. $5 each, 10 prizes. First prize is $500 all the way down to, I think it's $425 prize. That's how we're making our money this time of year.
Yeah, our flag burning ceremony is, we follow a very strict protocol. We've done it for years. I used to be the chaplain of the Marine Corps League, and I did it for 18 years out at Calvary Cemetery with the Veterans Service Commission. So it's a ceremony that is dignified. It's a ceremony that honors and respects the use of the flags in the proper way. We've had several things out there. We had a very good friend by the name of Ray Brady.
He came up with the Bradish burner, but it didn't really work. And we've come up with the idea of using the barrels. We feel that's going to be the safest thing. The flags, the barrels will be pointed in 4 directions, north, south, east, and west. And that particular tradition comes from the American Indians, honoring all the spirits from all 4 corners of the United States. So when we do this, this is one of the things at the ceremony that you'll notice that we do. And like I said, it's an honorable. We end up with taps after we start burning the flags. There's no rifle squad at this one because it's not part of the protocol to have that. But we do end up with taps, and like I said, it's a very honorable service.
I asked because if you had someone else that you want to do it, we would make anything happen for you. I didn't know if you wanted the parking lot in particular, or if you want a different setting.
It's really just the space that's come up right now, Chief. It's been made available to us, you know, and so that's kind of like where we go. And the handyman there has been just a big supporter of us. And we feel it's something that, because of the honor that we respect and what we do, we feel that that's the place to do it.
Okay. Plus, most of the flags came from them too.
Just,
And plus our storage is good and full.
Just let us know what we can do for Easy.
Thank you.
And that's open to the public, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
We would like to do it
Retired
Saturday.
flags in,
Pardon me?
if they would bring the retired flags to you guys.
Yeah. We'd like to do it Saturday
Yes.
before Memorial Day, the 28th of
28th of May.
Because we'll also be up there at Handyman getting donations.
Thank you very much.
When you come to the restaurant, is there anything that you need to be set up outside or anything that I can help you with?
Yeah, we should be in pretty good shape for that. We're going to have the Veterans Service Commission, because I recently became a commissioner on the Veterans Service Commission. So we're going to have members of the Veterans Service Commission, and one of the biggest things that veterans have, a lot of veterans never got their DD-214s, and I'd like to address, if I may. You can get your DD-214, you do not necessarily have to go through the Veterans Service Commission. You can go down to the courthouse. The courthouse has DD-214s and SR6 and all other kind of, there's like 8 different separations from the services. And you can go down to the courthouse. They actually go back to World War I where they're registered. So you can go to the courthouse with your identification and that. Usually they're going to ask you for a bill, but there's no charge to have a copy of your DD-214 made. And you need it for your benefits from the Veterans Service Commission. You need it for a burial. That is the most important piece of paperwork that a veteran has.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
No, I think we got everything we need for it done. Just keep the coffee coming.
Okay, we'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Anybody else on camera?
Hi, everybody. No, I just want to let everybody know that we're planning on Easter egg hunt. And to be truthful with you, we were planning it a little late. I'm working with 2 men here.
In all fairness, it was his idea. So, I mean, you gotta give us credit.
Just
3 weeks ago.
So I've been teasing them. But anyways, we're going to have an Easter egg hunt, and it's going to be April 9th to Saturday from 10 to noon. And age groups from newborn, of course, we'll let the newborns, you guys, parents will do that, until 10 years old. And we're going to divide it up into 3 different sections. Of course, we'll have the Easter Bunny come, and we're going to be able to let them, family, take pictures with your own cameras, of course, with the Easter Bunny. I'm pretty sure we're going to do that. And we've had some candy supplied by the Junior Women's League. They've supplied some candy, and we've gotten some eggs, and we're going to be working on that. So just so everybody knows that it's something exciting to do at our park. And everybody, I wish you a nice St. Patrick's Day, and I wish my son Mark Roth over there a happy birthday today.
Happy birthday.
But no, that's about all. I know a lot's been going on. A lot of people have been having some water problems, and really we're trying to stay on top of it and trying to find out if there's anything that we can do to help or what kind of problems there is. And we're looking into everything, and everybody that does call, believe me, we check it out and see if there's any way we can help. We'll definitely be looking into your sewer problem, and I'm looking forward to the DAV coming March 26th, and That's all I have to say, guys.
Mr. Santos.
RSC talked about their Easter egg hunt, definitely bringing kids out, it's gonna be a fun time. I want to thank the pilot over on 46, if you guys didn't know. They actually had a ribbon cutting today. They renovated and they expanded their building. I just want to say, it's awesome to see not only businesses coming, but businesses staying and expanding. Definitely it shows their investment into this community, and it's great to be a part of that. Thank you to the Eagles for making that donation. Thank you to the DAV for everything you guys do. I mean, I'm a veteran too, you know. I am the, believe it or not, the oldest one in the DAV here in Chapter 2. But other than that, you know, thank you guys for coming. It's great seeing how many people come to these meetings now, and it's consistent. And I hope that consistency lasts at least the next 8 to 10 years. I appreciate it. So thank you.
Thanks. Yes, thank you again to the Eagles Club and DAV for doing everything for us. You guys do a tremendous amount. Tell the Junior Women's League, thank you for donating. Robert, you had another couple donations as well, right?
We did, yes, yeah.
So the Easter egg hunt is going to be a success, even though Monica says we're running late on time. There's going to be a meeting on March 21st at the Bounce for the 4th of July committee. Mr. Davis sent me a text saying that they will meet. It's open to the public. If you want to come donate your time, help the committee out, be part of the Austintown celebration, that's where it's going to be at. It's going to be in the plaza, 6000 Mahoning Avenue. If you need any other information, please contact us. We'll get you to the place, or get you there. We had 2 state qualifiers from Fitch High School, Jacob Ferguson and Tyler Liner. Tyler placed 7th. Jacob he made it through the first day. He was wrestling, we got beat. But congratulations to both of them for a great season and making it there. That's one tough sport, and to make it all the way there, congratulations. And that's about it. The water issues, I understand. I mean, I've talked to Mike and pretty much everybody else. We've had an abundance of water. On top of the snow, then we had a ton of rain. The ground's just not absorbing it fast enough. So we apologize. We are trying to do everything we possibly can. If you guys are having issues with, cleaning or what have you, the road department, Mike comes out, we'll come out and look at it. So just be patient with us. We're doing our best, okay? And that's it. So motion to recess to executive session for the following: to consider appointment, employment, discipline, and compensation of public employees, preparing for conducting or reviewing negotiations or bargaining sessions with public employees concerning their compensation or other terms and conditions of their employment.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
Mrs. Devers?
Yes.
Mr. Kay?
Yes.
In association with Austintown Local Schools and Austintown Township.